if you own a property in Lagos right now, I want to encourage you that this is the best time for you to register your title, because title registration is very, very important. I have many people who have asked me questions, I've interviewed them, I've asked them questions, and they don't really pay attention to title registration. So the only thing they just believe is that, oh, with my deed of assignment, I have a property, not knowing that registering their deed of assignment is very important. That is, getting consent to their property is very, very important. So one of the challenges that if you don't register your title is that in case there's a court case or there's a problem on that property, it will be very difficult for you to present your title, your deed of assignment, as a proof that you are the owner of that property, except if it has been registered in Alausa. That means it's something that they can validate as instrument of evidence that truly the land belongs to you. And secondly is that if you don't register your title now, if you want to transfer the title, your land or property to another person, it will be a tedious process for the next buyer, the person that is buying from you, to register his own title. In this video, I just want to talk about consent, and consent has two processes. We have a direct consent and a double consent. So a direct consent is a situation whereby you're a buyer and you buy a property from a seller, and the seller has already registered his own title. So maybe property has a consent already or C of O. So all you just need to do is a direct process. Submit all the requirements, and according to Land Bureau in Alausa is that within 30 days after payment of all charges, your consent will be ready. So that's what they said. But I believe that it takes some time, sometimes 6 months, sometimes 1 year. I actually handled one of my client cases. It took us about 1 year for us to settle it, but at the long run, the consent was approved. For the double consent, the situation for the double consent is that as a buyer and you bought a property from a seller, and the seller did not register his title. So you as a buyer, if you are to register that title now, you are expected to register the seller's title as well. So on you as a buyer, you'll be spending more in registering that title, because you'll be registering your own title at the same time registering the seller's title. So that's why they always encourage every seller to register their title. I'll be talking more about the processes, the requirements for consent, for direct consent and double consent. If this is your first time of seeing my video, my name is Abiodun Odusanya, a real estate consultant with these properties. So my job is that I always bring the best real estate investment opportunity to my clients.